Oh my god, okay. Okay. Newcomer. Evans, in your case, will have icon indicators. You can use advanced case. Evans stickers will have no hit icons, leaving you to work out the action to take next. You will receive no hints. What to do in your investigation. No prompts to visit the Mind's Palace or Casebook, and won't be notified when you're collected all keys evidence. Easy. Monsters have less health. Your character has high resistance. First aid kit restores you full. Monsters have standard health. I'm just awake. Monsters have standard health, and your character has standard resistance to insanity. Monsters have more health, and your character has lower resistance to insanity. Well then, I wanted to go like full on hard, like just for once. I don't know if I should do that. Should I just go on? Like, I'm pretty shit at games, not gonna lie. But I should probably. Newcomer. Let's just say normal. I'll do detective. Alright. Subtitles on. Language: French, Italian, German, Spanish. Maybe I should start learning Spanish now. Maybe some Italian. Arabic? Ooh. Turkish, English, Portuguese. I was going to do all nice English. Video, gamma. How to play? Maybe I won't. I need snacks. Hello, Eileen. I'm just starting a new game. I'll read you a story. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I have researched the outburst of hysteria and the visions in the city of Akhmat. Mas, it turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Akhmat. I don't know if that even says Akhmat, but it's alright. Haunted by visions similar to yours, the city drowning in the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck as I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your element. And the person who might help you with it, prepare yourself. Then come to Akhmat as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Coordinate. Johannes van der Berg. Even the ugliest monsters have a response. Okay, thank you. Thank you, that hurts my feelings. You're welcome, Eileen. It's okay. want to say I'm okay, but I don't think I'm okay. Oh my god, was that Johannes? I swear to god, if this is another Whisper game, I will shoot myself. Just in character, not me in real life. It's okay. There's a kit, and I got a brick. Nice. Oh, that's the journal, right? Okay. Scroll. Oh wait, there's more. Casebook. Press or to activate more information. What the? Can I take it? Am I not allowed to take this with me? Are you just there for show? Oh my god.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Okay, got some gunpowder. Wait, does that mean I can take the gun then? No, you're just for show. How dare you? I'm trying to learn how the game works. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so I can craft things. Oh my god. I kind of regret getting this game already. Oh, camera. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Ah, crafty boy. You mad? Alright. I have took a photo. Oh my god, where did you come from? Oh, okay.
Take your belongings off my ship first.
Is there more? I'm telling you, I can take the...
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Bags? Syringe. Brick. I wonder if I could take the camera. You look pretty.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Okay, what's... Okay. Oh, lore. Okay. Place on map. Okay, got skills. Can I not pick? Okay, 1 second. There you go. Took a picture of you. Now let me pick you. Wait, how do I do that? Do a whole triangle? Do a whole square? Oh, hello. Okay. So to my inventory. I feel so special right now.
Take your belongings off my ship first.
Okay. It's the only thing that belongs to me, and I can't pick it up. Okay. Let me read this. So I climb, remove weapon, crouch, interact, hold, map. Run or to aim, grant. Aim, okay. Hold, then cycle. Evidence, mind eye, tutorial? Okay, I did so. I think I had to hold down. That's such a weird thing to do.
Now get out.
Thank you. It took forever to get out.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed.
Thank
What a
fuck.
pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Let me just say, I said open right. I feel proud. Oh, about my problems or where the deal. Okay,
Reaching
that's-
Oakmont is no easy task. Most maps I've found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm
wanna
sure
tell you
the
I love, but
tides
I
of
can't.
fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Let's
Tell
look.
me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Oh my god, okay. What's Robert
Can you
Thompson?
tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist,
I
a
think
scholar,
he's Dutch.
patron of the famous Oakmont University,
We
a
should
man
be
of great
offended. He's horrible.
ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not, I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you get to Devil's Reef?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the letter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
Someone's already thinking I will go by
Too
foot
kind,
anyway.
yes. Can you steer
Low
me
key.
towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Where else do you mark on the
What
map?
places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club
I asked
for
you
the
a question.
like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Goodbye.
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
I don't like that.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Thank you.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Yeah.
We'll
that?
meet again, Mr.
Thank you.
Reed.
Oh my god, it's a squigglepus. Spoopy. It's not spoopy, what you on about? One second. Okay, so it's up. This is some kind of weird thing. Oh, hello peoples! I don't like you already.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
What happened? No. What do you know about? Yeah, what happened to Sean? Yeah, we're
If I
gonna
may
pick
ask,
smart.
what happened to your son?
Why do you care?
Because I'm gonna help you out, boy.
What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert.
I'm
I
surprised you even
raised
have a
him
son.
strong
He must
and
be bad
smart.
brains.
The best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
There's no monkey business with this guy. Don't you? No.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Basically.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Well, I'm
Can
gonna
I
help
ask you a
anyway.
few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Okay, I want a car. I want. Oh, let's
Mr.
find Albert.
Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera, tell me about.
I
Here it
need
is.
to know more about what happened to Albert.
Tane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Okay, Eileen.
Sorry,
Okay.
did you just say...
No,
Vera?
fuck. Not listening to
What
him.
does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It
want to
is a
fit in.
fascinating blend.
Don't say-
Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
I had a feeling that's what it was anyway.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in...
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
I'd be good.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Fuck off. I was gonna ask about your personal face. Right, so face the house. And go to the left. I think I need a... What are these? That's a weapon. Okay, so... Nothing unusual. Any drinks? No? Okay. Triangle, there we go. Can I swim? Clear enough. Am I dying? Oh my god, I'm going to drown. Oh shit, okay. Oh, there's a thing on me. I ain't gonna die because I'm stupid. Oh my god. You can make it. I'm not gonna make it. Thank God I didn't make any fucking bets. I don't mean yeah.
I gave you clear instructions, did I?
You did, don't worry. I just want to make sure you're okay. I feel like this game is gonna really frustrate me. Nice one. Yeah, your dream is weird. Why did you think that? That must be doing me a lot of mischiefs.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Oh, you're Irish. Oh, okay.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Do tell.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much?
$1. $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Do I want to give you a bullet? Yeah, I'll
Let's
give you a
hear
bullet.
what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Yeah, I need to find this cage now. Oh, I got a pistol round.
Snub it. Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you...
Bye.
You want a drink?
When you take it, can I take a photo? Just... Hello.
What the... Get them... Oh... What the... Get them... Oh...
The door won't budge.
Give me a chest? No. Okay, we're gonna continue the game, because you know, half an hour in and I'm just there like, barely progress with nothing. Oh. Thank you. Showcasing. Very pretty. No, it's not.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
This is not for me.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
4-2 is around. Okay. Is that the harbor? No, I'm not going down there. There's people here.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off. The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
God. Feels very special when I run. Oh my god, no. I don't want to make the same mistakes. Can you climb? Yeah, I can climb. I can climb. Oh my god, it won't let me climb. Are you serious? Are you really gonna do that to me? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I'm not questioning anything anymore. I'm just gonna go. This alleyway has been awful to me. Maybe I can go here now. I like how it says you can climb things, but I'm just there like, can't even climb the simplest things. Just thought I could climb that for 6 seconds. I didn't even climb. I don't even know. Oh my god. Okay, 1 second. So there's the boat. Why does it say danger? Your city. Facebook. Robert's request. Robert Tom. Okay. Pin evidence. Oh no, place in the map. This game has been awful. Just can't even move to the side. Okay. Key room for Devil's Reef Hotel. Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Thank you.
Hello? Hey.
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor.
Is he dead?
Be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Dreaming about puppies and kittens. It tends to calm people
Choo
down.
choo.
Oh. Hello. Let's see. I wonder if I take a random picture of that, I wonder if that something about it. There you go. Oh, oh, hi, Paul.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Can I take it with me?
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Oh, pocket watch. Mine's eye. Do I just stare at it? Oh.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Haftin.
Well, that's a very not a nice pocket watch. I wonder if it'll let me do it again. One second.
Glenna.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, it's the same thing. Can I take it? No. Just want to see if I can take these items.
Never seen.
Okay, I guess I can. That's right.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Just in case.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Okay, Mr. Inspector.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Recognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence of the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it and all the critical scenes.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Oh, I need to get more evidence.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Okay, this probably makes more sense.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
Oh, so number one's over here. So 1, 2.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay. Mine place.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing.
Let's
let
see
alone
what you
tossing
find.
it over like this.
I still hear that.
What's mine place? Oh, mine place. Okay. Deductions.
Those voices.
Albert attacked the fisherman. Viewed suddenly. Okay. I'll have to read these. Albert attacked the fisherman at their house as soon as he read again cautious. Going feuds. That's gonna be actually a hard thing. No. Oh, I'm supposed to connect them together. Okay. Is it a fisherman suffers some kind of outbreak? No. Oh, okay. Albert Torrance spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer. Okay, and then Albert fled when wounded. Alright. I need more evidence. Okay, so that means I'm gonna go. Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
1 sec. Now I have to go out in the front.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Thanks.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Alright, so we're gonna ask this guy.
I gave you clear instructions,
Oh,
did I not?
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay. still inside, okay.
Choo choo. Ahem. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Hold up. One second.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
To where though? That's quite creepy, not even lying.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
I'm finally doing something.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I own you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now, and I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest, Peter. Too well done.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Oh, maybe I should load the weapon as well. Have it all ready.
The door won't budge.
I need some kind of... What is the point of stairs like this unless that's a... Oh my god. Okay, alcohol and gunpowder.
And the blood is fresh.
Okay, well, let's ask the questions now to myself. Okay, the bar owner, local bar in the port owes us money. Okay.
Whomever it belongs to could not have gotten far. The door won't budge.
Yeah, but can I pick at it? Can I break it with a brick? Well, I just wasted my break.
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
Oh. Hello?
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
I'm sorry. Oh, what time is it? 10. Oh my god, I thought my mum. I wasn't
One
expecting
fatal round through the forehead.
Okay.
It's no accident. This was deliberate.
Why is there a whale in here? Do I investigate the body?
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Well, now I got no rounds of ammo because I got scared. Okay. So now we know where he is, so that means I'm gonna have to go back. Is that his son?
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true.
It's true.
No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Fisherman. I don't want to.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
A thorough one. When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer.
I've said everything.
And keep your
I know.
hands where I can see them.
So what's my evidence? Albert was murdered. Shot in the head, packed in hooks, and then hidden. The murder was... okay. So we know it's deliberate. Okay, I'm getting the gist of how the game works now. So I quite feel not lost anymore.
Let's see what you find.
Ed! I still hear those voices.
Just want to check something here, 1 second.
Glenna, Nehri,
Okay, so he was possessed and then completely ran out the door. So that's what basically fucking happened.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
You did? And now I'm gonna go investigate more.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Need to investigate around the area. Okay. Oh, now I can climb these kind of things. I thought that was a person, I got scared. Yeah, we're gonna go back in that building, investigate more. So I'm gonna talk to this person in the bar.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Oh, hello.
Oh. Yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Embrace your fate.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn pork.
There you go.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. Save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Goodbye. Alright, so he's upstairs in here, which is that locked room before. Alright, gotta make sure I can hit him.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Why'd you look like that? Your actions looked deliberate. Why'd you...
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's...
Oh, no, I didn't mean that's the question.
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I heard enough.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Fuck. Okay, so the kid was possessed, okay? He had no fucking choice, but it was very fucking deliberate. Okay. I don't know what I should go for. Should I go for a deal or should I know? 1 second. I'm gonna ask a friend. This is genius. Gonna rush relate this. I don't know what decision I should make because based on what I heard and based on your man, should I betray him? Because if I say yes, I'll probably get the bullets, and then I end up might betraying him, or I might end up not saying anything at all, or I just say no, and he'd probably try and kill me. Then we end up having a fight. So, I get my friends are playing. It's alright. 1 second. I say yeah. All right.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
Alright. Some mine in place. Okay. Fuck. Lewis is the re-murdered Albert. Psychic influence or not, Lewis was out to murder Albert Thornton. He had a motive too, the moral hatred between in Mounters and the Thorntons. I must tell Robert Thornton the truth and bring the murderers to justice. Yes, and we are going to portray him. I'm sorry.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
I'm gonna walk. Goodbye. Oh, I'm like that little, I'm like son, or like little brother. It's like, I'm gonna tell Mom. You hit him first. I'm running to Mom. Do I want to tell you? The murderer is dead. Lie. The murderer is at the bar. 1 second. I'm gonna make my friend just make choices, to be honest. I just for once. I just don't want to do the outcome. Right. I feel like I should tell him, just the fact that he might end up helping me more in the future. But if I lie, he'd probably end up killing me because I lied to him as a detective.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is.
Do I have a choice to tell him to leave his family alone? Can we do that?
It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm trying to find the source of my visions. Okay.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I need it to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Why a geographical expedition?
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the Flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the Flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the Flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Tell me more about the expedition.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
More bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the Flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Alright, so we're gonna go over here, because there's a guy who was asking for bullets, so I don't mind getting someone. Since I got extra bullets just for the trained man. Which he's up there in that room, looking at that window.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days. Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet?
You want a drink?
Stop it.
It's Romano says, I want to just check. He'll probably end up trying to kill me.
The door won't budge.
Oh, God. Alright, so our next mission, we're gonna go over. We're here now. Is it Mr. Von Glockenberg? It was basically Ireland yesterday. It makes sense. Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping the Occamans. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Occamans. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any expeditions, member dead or alive. Thorn will be waiting for me to report in the manner of the Sultan's Ruffle. It's alright. I attempted everything that we could possibly attempt.
Crew of the Cyclops.
I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. I only remember the screams and the mental creaking, water filling the deck, and the headache, the worst I ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive, and to reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving half mad and babbling about the ancient ruins and their dinosaurs, I don't know. The officials said none of what I thought and I seen was real. Was that gonna scroll up? No. But the memories are true. My strange powers gained after the ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on the island. Something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Alright. We have read stories.
No matter.
Oh. It's like bag, no bag. This is pretty cool. Oh, well, sure, the bag's not even worth anything. This looks... I don't look like an investigator no more. Now I'm an investigator. Okay. All that we see or see just a dream within a dream. A dream, a dream. Charles W. Reed, alright. Hello. The number of texts. Oh, I'm not gonna read that, it's alright. You can pause that if you want to read it later. Mr. Reed, it seems that you have overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton, whatever. I'm just gonna call him Morton for now. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for every time. Johannes. Oh, well, Johannesburg helped me out, class.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Oh. Let's do this. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men. The Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me. Me and these nightmares. A little longer and I figured them out. Alright. That probably explains this. Okay. Just gonna... Mr. Archer, I seen you been dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. Make... Oh my god. Your landlord.
The door won't budge.
I don't want to go in that room.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, Next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Stove. Stove? 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 Stove. No. He's like, that's not stove. My dear Victor, how is Achman treating you? Should you be required any support, the Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I have arranged for that regarding your question. I don't know where Robert went, sadly. Only that he'd not stay in the Ismont. Perhaps there is a hope that we didn't perish in the cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is good hands, Kinesgraf, on Porta. Oh. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna run. Okay. Oh, that reminds me of now. Another revolver. What? Where is this thing?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Well, I hope so, because who's watching my back? I need someone to watch my back, you know? A lot of dangerous things out there. Okay. Well, I know where I am now, so that's it. Hold up. So Robert Torm gave me a key to the expedition headquarters. Look at the sea. So where am I going then? Expedition. Auckland Police Department. Auckland City Port. Oh, so that's where I kind of start. So now I'm up here, so that means I should be going by here. I wish I was. Oh my god, I didn't. This boat looks a bit crafty. Map. Scheiße. I guess I'll turn right here. So that means, yeah. This is the only way you travel, boat style. There's a lot of dead things in the water. My boat's still hard, but it's okay. So, do I turn right here? Yes. Straight. I wish I had a better map. Oh, hello, Squidibus. Oh my god. Am I stuck? I am. I am stuck, am I? Of course I am. Oh my god. Right, can I move? Oh my god. This is what happens when I don't look. Oh my god. I was so close. I knew I should just gotten here. I swear. Are you okay? Oh my god, you're not okay at all. My camera's not okay. Oh my god. Do you know what? I'll end it like that because it won't save here. Thanks guys.